So the question is, what can we do if we're talking to our kids, if we're giving them suggestions or trying to help them and they're rolling their eyes, they're not listening to us, they're blowing us off, what can we do to help them relax? What can we do to help them build skills? So there are lots of things here. We can ask the child how they're feeling. We want to kind of go alongside them and indicate that we're still thinking, that we still recognize what they're thinking about. That is actually one of the most important things we can do, regardless of the activity, making sure that we're demonstrating to them that we understand how they're feeling, and then we go on to talk about other things or help them relax a little bit. If we can demonstrate we have the rapport, we understand how they're thinking and feeling, that can help them calm down. If we try just changing the subject without demonstrating that we understand what they're thinking or what they're caring about or what they're worried about, it can make things worse. But if we can demonstrate that you're really upset about this, and this is really making you angry, and you're really scared, you're really upset with me, you're really upset with this other person, if we can show them we understand that, it gives us a lot of flexibility for a lot of things that help us titrate things down, that kind of dilute the situation and make it a little more light, a little bit more safe, a little bit more comfortable. And I think a big one is physical activity. Children, teenagers, even adults, moving around, running, exercising, going for bike rides, doing jumping jacks, going up and down stairs, that really helps us burn off a lot of energy. So when we have little children, if we can take them to a playground, if we can take them outside, if we can jog around the block, or if we can do other physical activities, that is going to help use up a lot of that energy. And if you're a parent, if you're a primary caregiver, you see how much energy, especially young kids have, but even older children, even teenagers have a tremendous amount of energy, and moving around a lot is going to give a lot of that negative energy, a lot of that frustration, a way to burn itself off. So that is an extremely helpful approach to use. And there are a lot of other things that we can do too besides exercising. Sometimes children really appreciate having weighted blankets on them. So if we have a weighted blanket, or you try using weighted blankets, see if that helps make children feel more comfortable. That's really effective. Sometimes people are hungry and they really need a snack. Children's metabolism is extremely high, and maybe an adult can come home at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they don't need to eat. Children, they can come home at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they absolutely need a snack. And then doing calm things. Some kids like listening to music, some kids like drawing, some kids, there's finding out whatever activities children have and teenagers have that help them relax is really, really helpful. I'd be careful about screens. There's a lot of concerns about screen use, and one of the things we know is the more hours children are on screens, the more it impacts their mood, the more it impacts their self-esteem. But if children learn that, oh, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm gonna grab my phone, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm gonna get on the computer or the Xbox, that would be a concern. So I think it's important that they have some time to do those things, but that it's also important that they have lots of other things that they use to help them relax and help them calm down too.